Hey guys, welcome back to Tomatoes, Poppies, and Everything Gardening. So today is like the 19th. It is 6 days before Christmas, and I thought, well, this might be the last video I make here until the new year. So I want to do something special. So what I think I'm going to do is go downstairs here in a few minutes. My grandma, the one I reference often in my videos, the one I call Mammaw, is here with us. She's been here about 3 weeks, and she will be going home probably in about week and a half, 2 weeks from now. So I thought, let's take this opportunity today before it gets any more busier with Christmas and prep for meals and all that. Let's go do an interview video with her. I'm going to keep the focus on gardening. So she was born in the 30s. She has seen a lot, been through a lot. Her family always kept a garden while she was growing up, and then even my great grandparents, they still had a garden until they were probably 80s, early 80s. They're both passed now, sadly, but there was a lot of wisdom that got passed down along the way. And so I want to ask her a few questions. Superstitions were huge with that side of the family as well. And I want to ask about some of those too, because I want to document them, share them. If anyone wants to watch, you can watch too. But this video is something I may want to look back on someday and listen to some of that wisdom. Some of the superstitions and way things were done in the garden were kind of interesting. So I'm going to ask about some of that. Hopefully it won't be too embarrassing. Well, the one superstition that comes to mind that I kind of heard was for females, if you were at that time of month, you're not allowed to enter the garden at all. And my great grandmother was firm on that. And you were not allowed to get near the garden because it would affect the plants and they would die. And I don't follow that, obviously, but just we'll get some of that information out. And I just want to do a fun little video right before Christmas because I may not do any more until after the new year. I have a ton of shorts that I have been kind of like putting together and uploading, but nothing heavy. I do have some projects I need to get done right now, but I can probably wait until after the new year because we have a lot going on and I want to spend time with my grandma. So enjoy the shorts. That's probably all you're going to see after this video until the new year. You know, I love animals, nature, cooking, the gardening. So it'll be little shorts on those type of subjects. So I'm going to head downstairs. I'm going to see if she'll get fancied up a little bit because she's probably still in her PJs. It's still early for her. And I'm going to make some questions and quiz her and see what she says. Already started her story, so she's watching her soap operas. We're gonna have to wait till probably tonight now, but I want to give you a quick little peek at my germination on what we seeded in one of the prior recent videos. You can see the lettuce is doing phenomenal, and I think I have a 5 spot here, maybe, or that's a lettuce. It's going to be 24 tonight, so I'll keep this down. But I'm very excited to see this, and I wanted to show you guys. Okay, see you later when I get her corralled and at the table. We'll do that little interview. So we're here.
Hi, everybody. We're videoing with my granddaughter.
Okay, so this is my mammal that we've talked about on other videos, and she's staying here with us. Like I said earlier, I told her we did a little intro clip and kind of introduced everything. And so she's wearing her shirt today. It says, "My favorite people call me Mammaw."
Yes, that's my favorite people.
Okay, so I told her we're going to talk about gardening and superstitions and things of that nature, and she's already told me she may not remember.
I don't remember much about gardening, really, because I never did it.
Because, why don't we open with that? Why did you not really like gardening growing up?
Because I was always busy doing other things.
Do you feel like...
I was the kind of the mom.
So she was the oldest.
Yeah, I was the oldest one. So.
And do you feel like you had to watch the younger kids? So, Grandma, what was I even saying? Do you remember?
Asking me if I was watching the kids.
Okay. So, while your mom, my great-grandma, was outside in the garden, do you feel like you had to watch the younger kids because you were the oldest?
Yeah, I was kind of the go-to.
So would that make you, I guess, resent the gardening a little bit, or feel like you wish she wasn't out there tending to all that?
No, I don't think so, because we always had good things out of the garden.
Right. Okay. So, what do you remember eating out of the garden when you were a kid?
Tomatoes, green beans, corn, cucumbers,
Okay.
watermelon.
Was there anything y'all grew that you didn't like?
I don't think so. I kind of like everything. That's why I'm as big as I am.
Well, you're not. But you are sometimes a little bit picky. So I wondered if there were things. Well, you don't like rice now
No,
because.
I don't like rice. We had rice and oatmeal off and on every morning or so.
So that's why you kind of don't like it now.
Yeah, I had.
But you love potatoes.
Yeah, I do.
And y'all have potatoes a lot.
Yeah, we had them a lot too.
Okay.
Maybe every night. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of stuff. I guess I'll block it out.
Okay. Well, so I was going to try to open with some questions. Well, we could jump into tomatoes. Always make a ring around the bottom of her tomato plants when she planted them. And I do that. I did that in the video.
And she put Epsom salts in it to make them shit and get it.
Yeah, so shouldn't
That's
get
what
it.
Mama would say.
Kind of just meant they would just
Grow real
perk
good.
up and do real good.
Yeah. And she always had a good garden. I think you take after her. You sure don't take after me. And my sister, Marietta, she does good in the garden.
Okay. Okay, we can leave that right. Yeah, so we actually called your sister, my great aunt, and asked a few questions, and she talked about the tomatoes and the Epsom salt. And I said, well, when did she plant her potatoes? And she
Good Friday.
That is when some people did it for superstitious reasons.
Yeah, that was Mama's day for planting them.
And I did some research into that. Why? And supposedly people would plant on Good Friday because there was a superstition that food grown below the ground was like devil's food. So you plant it on Good Friday to bless it or keep it wholesome.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I just kind of Googled that this morning.
Ah.
So sometimes we have superstitions and we don't even know why we have superstitions or why do we do it. Like you have taught me my whole life, you don't talk about your dreams
until after breakfast.
That's right. So do you know why though?
Well, it's supposed to be bad luck or they might come true or something, I guess. That's what I was told.
Right. So
I don't know if it's true or not. You just don't tell any bad dreams.
Yeah. So I have taught my kids that because why take the chance?
Yeah.
Why take the chance? So another superstition I've already kind of told them about that Grandma would do in the garden was you couldn't go into the garden if you were
menstruating.
That's
yes.
right. And do you know why?
Well, it makes the tomatoes bad.
Just the tomatoes, or
I think it was tomatoes.
Okay.
It's the only thing I remember. But if you were on your period, you did not go in the garden.
So that would really make it hard though, because even if you're a large family, the females, if that was that time of month, they couldn't go in the garden. So then would the boys
somebody else have to do it?
Work on the garden?
Oh, we had lots of girls.
Okay, so it just worked out. Do you feel like when you were growing up, more females or girls would take care of the garden, or was it more of a male or female task?
In our house, well, Daddy helped Mama a lot, so I couldn't say it was all female, but she was more at it than he was because he had to work.
And I do think there's something about women are more nurturing sometimes. I mean, not all. I mean, there's lots of male gardeners that do fantastic, but it kind of is in that kind of realm of taking care of things, taking care of kids, taking care of the garden, nurturing, raising.
Yeah, one of my family that lives in Irvington, he is the gardener mostly.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking.
Yeah.
So we can say hi. Okay, well, let's move into, so your sister, my great aunt, sent me a new calendar for the year.
On that calendar.
So let's talk about how, growing up, this was how y'all planned out not only the garden, but pretty much everything, right?
Yeah, Mama always went by that.
For everything.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even cut your hair unless the almanac said it was
and
good
let's
time.
see, you're not supposed to cut your hair in, I think it was February.
Okay.
But that was my uncle's.
Okay. Well,
he's passed away now, so he's not here.
Well, also, there's the tradition or the superstition, you cut your hair, don't put it outside because
the birds would make nests with it and then you'd have a headache.
Right.
Yeah.
So I needed deer control a few years back, remember?
Yes, I told you, but hair out there. I'd heard that.
Yeah, so I didn't want to take a chance on me having a headache. And because my husband does not believe in anything superstitious or knocking on wood or anything, he doesn't believe it. And it was like COVID, I think. And
So you took his hair out there?
I was cutting his hair all the time because of COVID. So everything was, shut down. I would use his hair.
I doubt if he had enough hair.
And I don't think he got headaches, but
No.
it didn't help with the deer either. It doesn't really work.
Okay. Well, that's just what somebody told me one time, and you know how I am.
Yeah. I mean, some of these superstitions, they can't hurt. If anything, maybe they can help. Right?
Yeah, I don't like black cats going in front of me. Don't walk under a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few different things.
I noticed when I looked at one of my videos from last Christmas where I recommended gifts, I had said if you give someone a knife as a gift,
To cut your friendship,
well, you have to give them money.
that's a wallet.
Oh.
If you give somebody a wallet, you're supposed to put some money in.
Right. But what about giving
Even
a
if
knife?
it's just a nickel. I think that was something about cutting your friendship.
So you can't give someone a knife for a gift?
I don't know. It's just something I remember. I don't remember all of it.
Mm-hmm. There has to be a way to reverse that, though. Probably you either say something to them or you give something to them. So you bought my youngest daughter a Christmas cactus the other day as a gift.
Yeah.
And then before you handed it to her, you said,
Don't say thank you because it'll make it die.
yeah, so you can't say thank you
For a flower.
if you receive a gift of a
Flowers
flower or
or
a plant. So
Yep.
keep that in mind, guys.
I've heard that too. And I have thanked people for flowers before and it didn't go good. So there must be something to it.
So I usually don't even go by the almanac to plant my stuff.
Oh, really? Oh,
Because-
my mama did.
I know. And I'm thinking maybe I should take 1 year and that's all I do is I really follow it and I really pay attention and watch. Because now I just do when I can do it. And I feel like if I had to wait for when the almanac says it's okay, I may not get it done.
Okay. Let's see what. Planting the potatoes on Good Friday. Because I remember Mama had broke her leg or foot or something, and Daddy had too. So my sister and I, we were going to hoe the garden, plant the
now
potatoes.
this is when you're older, right?
Yes, I was working then.
So probably like 50s, 60s, you think?
I don't know when it was, but we went up there and we got the old plow out and we plowed the thing and we planted the potatoes. And when I got home, I was so tired. I fell asleep on the couch without washing the dirt off or anything. It was funny, but I thought, I don't know how Mama does this every day.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it one day and I did.
Well, maybe because she did keep up with it and kept doing it for so long, that helped keep her
I guess.
in shape.
Limber.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I know it sure took the far out of me.
And there was no way she was going to let Good Friday pass without getting those potatoes in the ground.
No, she wouldn't.
So it's a good thing you got it done. I think you think she would think I'm kind of real odd in some of the gardening things I do. Like I planted some potatoes to try as an experiment in October. I'm doing some winter potatoes. Do you think she would think
No,
I'm
I don't think she would
completely
ever
crazy?
do that, but can't imagine her planting in October. No.
So I just like to experiment to see
Yeah, well,
what
that's
will work
good.
and what
Maybe
won't
you're
work.
the real farmer in the family.
Well, no, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I remember Grandma and Grandpa were in the paper once because
they had the biggest radish. Yeah, they had
and
this
they
great
grew
big
those
radish.
over winter. That was actually, it was, I think, published in March or February, but they had grown these giant icicle radishes.
You know, they were white.
Over
That was a
winter.
white radish, I think.
And I grew those this past spring because I had seen that article
Yeah.
last winter. I think you gave me that article.
Probably.
But, okay.
And Mama's had lots of things, articles wrote about her.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know who the guy was. Somebody kind of famous. Maybe he was a publisher or something.
Mm-hmm.
He came to the house once and Mom sang a song to him. And he put a thing in the paper about her.
Aw.
And I can't remember all that either.
Yeah, she did.
She was
like to
something
sing.
else.
She really did.
And people say I look so much like her. I was in Kohl's once, and this woman came. She said, "I don't know your name, but I know you're." I said,
Oh,
"Well,
we
you got
gotta
that?"
cut
I
that.
said, "No, you don't have to cut it, Mama's."
Well, we'll just bleep it.
Well, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, can you think of anything else that you want to share about superstitions or gardening superstitions?
I don't know too much about gardening because I didn't do much of it. I plant tomatoes sometimes. That's all.
Yeah, your tomatoes did really good this
Oh
year,
yeah,
right?
sometimes they did, but now I can't do it anymore. Don't do much of anything anymore.
Well, you definitely still try to do as much as you can.
Yeah, when you get 85, just doing walking across the room can make you tired.
Yes.
But I mean, no, I do a little bit more than that.
Yeah, and I'm glad you made the trip here, and we've had some fun, and you get to be here a little bit more.
Yes, I love being with my kids.
Unfortunately, the weather, it's not super nice to go outside.
Yeah. But it's been a good trip.
Yeah, and I think Mammaw is actually going to go through my seeds with me. She doesn't know this yet.
Mammaw does a lot of things with you she don't know about yet.
Yeah, so I thought she might help me organize my seeds because she's been helping me organize
I'm not good
some
at organizing
receipts
them.
and shredding papers for me and helping me get caught up on some things like that. But I think, if we do one more video before you go home, it's going to be seeds. And maybe you can help me pick what we want to start, because guess what, guys? It's almost time to start your winter sowing. And
See, I can't imagine planting anything in the winter.
well, we're going to put them in a milk jug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can help me pick out what do we want to grow.
You do that in February, right?
Well, we can start now, end of
Oh.
December, with things that need cold weather to get started. Like, there's certain plants that need that real cold period.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's plan on maybe you and I will do one more video before you go home. We're going to go through my seeds. We're going to think about what are we going to plant here soon for winter sowing. And then also, I still want to make a video of the potato candy recipe. You can share your potato candy recipe.
Okay.
Would it be too private to share that one story about the potato candy? So I have it on record.
At your house when y'all came to Louisville?
No.
Oh, when I was young and Mom made me mad about something, and I put a potato in the tea kettle and boiled the potato, took all the stuff upstairs and made it, and well, I guess I ate most of it. But yeah, I did that once.
But that's a good recipe, right? For holidays,
oh, yeah,
you think?
I love it.
So we're about 6 days until Christmas.
I love that, and my peanut butter fudge,
Yes.
which my little baby made me the other day. It was so good. It's still good. Yeah.
All right, guys. So if you have any comments for Mammaw or questions, put them down in the comment box. And then if we do that second video with the seeds, we'll kind of answer those questions maybe. Or do you have any superstition questions? Or because you know pretty much every superstition probably out there.
Yeah, I forgot more than I know though.
Well, that's okay. Maybe it's good to forget some things, but other things.
Well, when you get 85, it's kind of hard to remember everything.
That's true. But I appreciate you sharing some time with YouTube. And I know you'll be watching this video because Mammaw watches all my videos.
Yeah, I do watch all your videos. That's true. I guess I'm your biggest fan.
That's right. She's my biggest fan. All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.